Welcome back to Transitions. Today, we are discussing hair. Our last guest, Mary, who is a cancer survivor, shared her story of hair loss and how she dealt with it in her own way. Many people who are experiencing hair loss, be it temporary or chronic, and people who want a different look for cultural or religious or just personal reasons choose to wear wigs. Some people also choose to not wear wigs but use hats, scarves, or other fashion items as their personal choices. Later in the show, we will learn how you can donate your hair for wigs to be worn by children and adults in need. Silvana is joining us, and she is an expert on all things wigs and has personal experience on the subject. So today, she will bring us some great tips on wearing wigs.
In the past, women that had alopecia, which is hair loss, and or women that have gone through chemo and had experienced hair loss, they're almost, a lot of them did feel embarrassed that they had to wear a wig, or they wanted the hair to look just like theirs used to look, so they were too afraid to change. I have alopecia totalis. I wear wigs all the time, and I like to change my hair, and I like to wear wigs or my hair pieces, and I just think it's more mainstream now.
Yeah.
It's more mainstream now. Mm-hmm.
And how many years has it been? Right that way you were...
10 years ago,
it was only
10 years ago I lost my hair in about 9 months. I remember when I lost all my hair, my daughter was crying. She was like, because we had to shave the hair. And I said to her, I'm so lucky I have this disease. I'm not going to die. Mm-hmm. I am going to be healthy. Mm-hmm. And so that was it. I embraced it. And from then I started researching what was out there. A lot of the pieces that are out there look like wigs, and that kind of bothered me. So I got into a business called Hair Transitions, and I did some volunteer work at Look Good, Feel Good. I used to be a makeup artist when I was in my 20s, and so that came handy by doing that. And I worked with women that had cancer and teaching them how to apply their makeup, and the head covering specialist, they called me. And I did that for about a year, and I really enjoyed that. And then I ventured out into my little business, which was great. So I did that for a couple of years, about 4 or 5 years, and then I went back into teaching.
Teaching, yeah. You're at high school or junior?
I work in inner city.
Inner city,
yes.
Yeah, inner city school. I know of a lot of people who have used them for fashion accessories, and I've often looked at people and thought, oh my gosh, why aren't they wearing their natural hair? But, I think that times have changed, and also I think techniques, because I see that you have some tape here. Could you maybe explain how that works?
Well, for the woman that has no hair, like alopecia totalis, they do, and also women that have hair. My daughter will wear tape. They'll wear a net on their hair. Oh, I thought I'd had it here. Yeah, they wear a net on their hair to contain all their hair, and then pin it. And then, like, my daughter will pull her hair up, and then as myself, and then I don't have a hair, but then you tape just at different points, right across here, right? And at the back, for me, I tape here, okay, so that it stays stable. And it's a two-way tape, and you have two different types. When my daughter wears pieces, and she has lots of hair, she wears this, and she wears it right around her forehead just to keep it steady. She does not put it on her hair. She puts it on so it stabilizes it so it doesn't move.
Oh, tell me about this.
So this is actually a synthetic. Synthetic wigs are nice because they keep their shape. They have a memory, so you can wash it, shake it, and hang it upside down, and the next day, or you wash it once every 2-3 weeks, and it still retains its memory. They have
wash with special shampoo then, eh? Yeah, yeah. And you have a brush here.
This is an anti-static brush, and it's important to have an anti-static brush because the synthetic, it'll fly away. So with these brushes, they're great.
I see.
They're just like hair.
So what do you think? How would this look on me, you think?
A style like this would be look nice on
Okay.
you. I can show you here. Okay, so I have to turn her around, lift her up. And that's another thing. People put wigs on and they think they're too afraid to play around with them. You're supposed to play around with them. You have to make them your own. I think it's good to try pieces on
Something-
to change color
Okay.
if you want to change color too.
Yeah, no, that's kind of a neat idea. I really like that.
But it's not just the hair. It's also when you lose your hair, it's the brows as well. Like you have to add brows because with cancer and with alopecia, you can get total hair loss, eyebrows, and so it's just wearing a piece on your head or a wig on your head, whatever, that's not enough. Like to me, when I lost my hair, that wasn't the worst thing. It's losing my lashes and my brows. That was to me was awful. But then I was okay with makeup, so I use a soft a brown pomade from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I've also had my brows tattooed. Even if they have brows, they're doing this microblading, which is like a form of tattooing, but it's with fine hair-like strokes across your eyebrows. And I think that's a great thing for men that have alopecia, because we think of women with brows, but I think it's great for men too, because now a man doesn't want to, most men don't want to draw their brows on or put powders on, but the men that have alopecia totalis that have no brows, it's great, because now they can have a brow to frame their face, and it looks like hair. It looks great.
Yeah.
There's a few places doing it now here in Winnipeg.
So what about eyelashes then? Can you,
eyelashes?
That's something that you have to do daily then? Or?
Well, with eyelashes, I put a serum on, and so I have lashes at the top, but I don't have lashes at the bottom. And I do have a liner. I have permanent makeup done to my eyes. I have a tattoo.
Oh, that's wonderful, because then it's the same all the time too.
Well, it's just because my hair is sparse, so I want it to, yes.
So hair loss then doesn't stop at replacing or covering with a wig, or but you have to look at the total look.
Well, for me it was
with
important.
styling.
Yes, I think so. I think it's a whole package. It's not just sticking a piece on your head or a wig on your hair. And I think and that's what Look Good, Feel Good does. Cancer care, and they teach women how to apply their eyebrows and how to put color back into their skin, because it makes you feel good. And if you look in the mirror and you feel good, then you feel positive, and then you have a fight, and it's the whole package. I think it's important.
And Evelyn, I spoke with her.
Evelyn has been doing for over 25 years.
Yeah, so
she's been working with women that have that needed pieces. She's in Lorette, Manitoba, so she's great. She's got a nice salon there, and she sells lots of different styles, human hair, extensions, lots of things, yes.
Yeah, and there are more opportunities to here in Winnipeg as well. So I guess
there's other places here in Winnipeg.
What we would do is just suggest to any of you viewers out there to please just go and explore, because it's a wonderful thing. I'm just so happy to have spoken with you today and to have you here on the show. I really, I'm looking forward to further consultations with you.